Okay, Priya. So I'm just recording this video. It's not a problem for you, right? You okay with it?
Okay, Vijay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, Priya. Let's start.
Okay, Vijay.
So tell me about software testing life cycle, Priya. What is software testing life cycle?
Software testing lifecycle having a 7 phases. There are requirement on gathering and defining, designing and coding, then testing and deployment or implementation and maintenance. Vijay.
I was asking about software testing life cycle.
Testing life cycle, yeah, Vijay. Testing life cycle having a 6 phases, Vijay. That is requirement analyze and test planning and test case development and test environment setup and test execution and last one test closure.
Mhm. Okay. Explain me your agile process.
Agile process is one of the most popular approaches to managing project, and it having a several ceremonies, that is script planning and sprint planning and scrum meeting and retrospective meeting.
Mhm. Okay.
இது வாய்ஸ் ரொம்ப கம்மியா கேக்குது.
You carry on, Priya.
விஜய்.
So you able to hear me now?
Yeah, Vijay.
Yeah. Yeah, you carry on. So what is your agile process?
Agile process, first of all, uh, we create the sprint planning. Sprint planning
Mhm.
is an event in Scrum framework. Sprint planning based on velocity and product
Mhm.
backlog and sprint backlog. Then
Mhm.
once we complete the planning.
What is product backlog and what is sprint
Yeah,
backlog?
Vijay. Product backlog, a list of new features and changes of existing features and changes of infrastructures and any other activities
Mhm.
that a team may delivered in order,
Mhm.
specific outcome
Mhm.
achieved to
Okay.
specific outcome. Then
Okay.
sprint backlog list of work items your team plans works to complete during project sprint. That's all.
Okay. So what is sprint? What is sprint?
Yeah, sprint is a short time box to period when
Mhm.
the scrum team works to complete in a set amount of work.
Okay. So how the sprint planning is will happen?
Vijay?
So how sprint planning will happen?
Sprint planning happened. Sprint planning. Uh, Once we will create the product backlog, the
Mhm.
amount of requirement to implementation to sprint planning.
Mhm. Okay. So who will be involved in sprint planning?
Yeah, a scrum master, lead of the team and owner of the client, and then all the team members and developer teams all are involved.
Okay. Mhm. Fine. So tell me about like what is user story and epic in Agile?
User story and epic. Epic is a large size of requirement.
Mhm.
Large size of requirement and user story means the story is about breakdown or the requirement and storing the requirement bit by bit, that called user story, Vijay.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. So have a scenario like you have a two-wheeler. Okay. Could you think of any function and non-functional test case? Take a couple of minutes and let me know like what will be the test case you will be writing for a two-wheeler?
Vijay,
Function,
again,
non-functional, both.
again, again, Vijay.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Break. I think break,
Hello.
Vijay. Voice break.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So is it fine now?
Yeah, okay, Vijay.
Okay. So think of a scenario. You have a two-wheeler to test. Okay.
Okay, Vijay.
Uh, is it possible for you give me some functional and non-functional testing test cases actually for a
Okay,
two-wheeler?
Vijay. Two-wheeler. Okay, Vijay. Functional testing means we check the bike on and off off functional and
Uh-huh.
in case battery bike
Uh-huh.
battery storage, and then
Uh-huh.
diesel petrol per meter, then temperature, speed, temperatures. This also functionality testing. And non-functionality testing means non-functionality testing means non-functionality means in the vehicle speed which vehicle
Uh-huh.
speed per hour, and speed per hour, then speed per hour. Capacity also find.
Take some time and think. Take some time and think. Let me know if you
Capacity
could
also
come up with
find.
more test cases. Yeah.
Capacity also find the non-functionality method.
Mhm.
That's all, Vijay. I
Mhm. Okay. Okay, fine. So
Okay.
tell me about the difference between sanity and smoke testing.
Yeah, smoke testing is going to verify the major
Mhm.
functionality in new build. Uh,
Mhm.
Sanitary testing is going to verify the major functionality in the build after bug fixed. That is difference.
Okay. So tell me about the defect life cycle.
Yeah, defect life cycle mean when a new bug or defect posted and logged at the first time. Once the bug is posted by the tester, the lead of the tester approve the bug and assign the bug to the developer teams. Then developer teams open the bug and verify the bug. Uh, then developer can make necessary code changes and verifying the code changes. Then developer bug fixed. Then developer make a bug fixed. Once the
Mhm.
bug is fixed, then developer give a particular code for the retesting to the tester. Then tester does
Mhm.
the retesting of the code. Then
Mhm.
verified and closed it. Sometimes bug is not closed. Uh,
Mhm.
so so we can do reopen the bug.
Mhm. Okay.
Reopen the bug. In case bug is came duplicate or deferred bug or not a bug or rejected bug.
Okay. So in that case, like you're telling, like after verifying, you'll find whether it is a not a bug or not reproducible, something like that. Or when will
Closed
you
it.
get these status, like deferred or not a bug?
Vijay, again, Vijay.
Okay. So you said like there are status like deferred, not a bug, right? When will
Yes.
you decide whether it is a deferred bug or not a valid bug
Yeah,
or
yeah.
it's a duplicate bug? When will?
Developers feel that
Mhm.
bug is not genuine or
Mhm.
not genuine. That bug is not a bug. So developers reject the bug.
Mhm.
In case duplicate bug duplicate may already been reported, and sub
Mhm.
function is same reported one, that is duplicate bug.
Mhm.
And then a deferred
Okay,
bug
so in
means
case like okay, so in that case you are getting a bug. Okay, you have a bug. You have your screenshot. You have your video. and to tell like that is a valid bug. But development team says like it is not replicable in this environment, and they are saying like it is not a valid bug. In that case,
Okay.
what will you do?
Yeah, videos, Vijay. I send a video
Okay,
that proof is
okay.
valid.
Even that time they're not accepting it. Okay, there is a chance
Okay.
like they won't accept it. Then what will you do?
Lead. I tell the lead, Vijay, that
Mm-hmm.
problem. Lead
Okay,
and next move on.
okay, fine. So, what is the difference between retest and regression test? What is retest and what is regression testing?
Yeah, regression testing is done after bug fixed. It's just to
Mm-hmm.
verify the new code changes and does not create new issues. That is regression testing. Retesting
Mm-hmm.
is retesting is done after bug fixed. Once the developer can bug fixed, then give a particular code for the retesting to the tester, then tester to the retesting of the bug of the code or bug.
Okay, fine. So, think of a scenario. There is a production bug. What will you do when you find out there is a production bug?
Which
So,
again.
okay. So, after production,
Okay.
they identified a bug. Okay. So,
Okay.
what will you do once you know, like, you got a production bug or production issue or production defect?
It's valid bug. It's
Mm-hmm.
valid bug. We retest the bug. In case bug is not valid, valid
Mm-hmm.
with client with.
Mm-hmm. No, it is a valid bug. That's the reason you got a production bug. So once there is something issue with the production, the team will
Yeah,
verify whether it is a valid one or not valid one, and it is a valid one. So they have raised a production bug. So what
yeah.
will you do?
First of all, I'll tell my lead of the team. Uh, then we will start when they will um contact the meeting and discuss about it. Then uh,
Okay,
then
then
uh, then 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 we followed by the lead suggestion
mm-hmm. Okay,
suggestion.
fine.
Then we
So,
will do it another procedure.
okay. So explain me about the software testing life cycle in detail. Like what are the documents you will be creating and what will be the output of each phases? Explain me
Can
each
it
and
be?
every step of software testing life cycle. Okay, what are the
ST.
documents that you will create? STLC,
Okay,
software
okay.
testing life cycle.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, software testing lifecycle is initially start with requirement analyze. Testers should analyze the requirement and raise the question or query in the Excel sheet to the lead of the testing team. Once we complete the requirement analysis, we will move on test planning. Test planning is the most efficient base in the STLC. All testing plans are defined. There are manager of the testing and team calculate and estimate effort and cost of the testing work. And then we will move on test case development. Test case development is the written document, and once we will complete the test case development and RDM, then we will move on test environment setup. Test environment
So
setup is the
what is RTM? What is RTM
RDM
and why we create
requirement
RTM?
traceable matrix. It is a document. It's just to verify every requirement has at least one test cases. That is which.
Mm-hmm. Okay, carry on.
Then test environment setup. Test environment setup is little based in the STLC. Tester team is not involved. Either customer and developers team create the test environment. Then we will start test execution. Once we complete the test case development and test environment setup, tester will start test executions. Then last final stage in final phase in STLC, test closure. All the tested related activities completed and documented, that application or product gets ready for the release. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So explain me about more about the test closure. So what will you do during test closure?
This disclosures, all related all related testing documents are completed, then documented, and once we will verifying all Viji, then
Yeah,
ready
tell
for
me like
release.
okay. So say like you have 100 test case and you have only 80 test case got passed and the other 20 are failed. So how will you decide whether to go again ahead with the testing or not?
Viji,
I mean,
one
in the
second.
sense like, okay, so you have 100 test cases and 80 got passed. Okay, you are at the
Okay.
end of your testing phase. You're about to release the product. So, what will you decide? How will you decide whether you will decide to uh, go? I mean, in the sense like release the product, or you'll execute and you will fix the issue for those 20, and then you will release the product. How will you take call on that?
Um, I discussed my lead and our client Viji,
Mhm.
client. Then we will decide the further procedure.
Fine. So you have a scenario. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is big bug leakage? What is
Buckley.
bug leakage?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Viji. Bug leakage result when a, uh, when a bug is detected, which should have been detected in earlier version or build of the application. That is bug leakage.
Okay, what is bug release?
Yeah. Bug release is bug release means, yeah, bug release is when a particular version released uh, with a known of a set a known of bug or defect. That is bug leakage. Vijay?
Could you please come again? Could you please come again? What is bug
Yeah,
release?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Bug leakage is a when a particular version released with set a known defect or bug. That is bug leakage.
Okay. So when will you stop testing?
Vijay?
When will you stop testing?
Yeah. When round when we runs out of the time, and when the tester or test environment all are redeployment in other test case, then when we project budget or runs out, that time we will stop the testing.
Okay, fine. Okay, Priya, I'm done with my questions. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
we'll
Vijay.
get back to you. Thank
Okay.
you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye, Vijay.